The heart of Newcastle we are. The Hunter Valley region here. McDonald Jones Stadium live. The Newcastle Knights taking on the North Queensland Cowboys. Secret Lord there leading out his troops. One of the best players in the comp. I'd argue the best player in the comp. Taking on Mark Lee and his men, who pre-season were predicted to be towards the bottom end of the ladder, but have shown a lot of resilience. Obviously last week, unfavourable loss to the Manly Seagulls, but a win here will be their third win on the trot. And that could potentially see them finish the round inside the top 5. I'm your commentator, Lachlan Martin, the SRL Commission for this evening. The last game of round 6 here. Obviously, Cowboys yet to lose a game. 5 wins from 5 games of the Knights. 2 wins, 3 losses, but a win here. Make it 3 wins, 3 losses, and definitely not a bad position to be in, considering where some of the other teams are. As Mark Lee gets the game underway, Thomas Wallace it is, who gives it down to Casey Namana for the first hit up there. Casey Namana playing the ball there. They're going to give it to Thomas Wallace. A bit fat-footed there. Finds a bit of space. Although he throws an intercept. The Knights are going to have the ball early here. An error off the kickoff for the Cowboys. Just sort of the luck that the Knights might need if they want to give a real good chance to win this game against the Cowboys. They're going to go short side here. Vaughan. Long pass over to Dylan Murray, looking for a try. Steps 1. Taken well there by Tatera Maxwell. He'll play it there now. It's going to be Mika Rashford. Short ball there to Mark Lee. The captain wants one. He'll be pulled down there, though. 4th tackle now. Borson sends it out to Vaughan. Vaughan drops it cold, and Kieran Wells picks it up. Good luck catching him. He's over. A few chases. Ash Crutcher's trying to get to him. Borson's is there too. But Kieran Wells is going to run the distance. Although, is he? He's dropped it. A try saver! What a tackle! For tackle of the season! What a play there by Kieran Wells. Sorry, not Kieran Wells, Ash Crutcher. Kieran Wells looked for all money to score a try, but Ash Crutcher said no. And the Knights, they're right up for this one. What a try saver. Kieran Wells looked to score for all money. But an ankle tap 2 minutes out from the line before Ash Crutcher got under there and jarred the ball loose. Sees the Knights make a great escape there. As Mark Lee makes a good run now. Just short of the 40 now. What a start. An error from the Cowboys. Followed by a pick of a loose ball. Followed by another error. With a poor kick put in there. And the Cowboys start the set, inside their half. But what a play. Oh, they thrown another intercept. This time it lands in the arms of Pete Veretto. And again, the Cowboys make a mistake. That's their 3rd error to start this game, but Kieran Wells looked to score for all money. Ash Crutcher and Mike Borson, I think the plays were. What a play. I thought for certain it was going to be a try, and then Ash Crutcher came across to just pull him down and get him out of the way. With now the Knights going inside Cowboys territory. 20 metres out, they'll play it here. Veretto playing the ball. Borson sends it to Vaughan, who sends it back there to Crutcher. That's a decent looking kick there. It's a decent looking kick taken well there by Kobe Kelly, though. And then we wrapped up there. The Cowboys haven't cleared this. They have 3 errors to start this game, one of which was one of the all-great escapes. Not only just a great escape, a great try save. Never give up, kids. That's sort of what that should tell you. Ash Crutcher didn't give up. And even though I guarantee 1,000 times out of 1,001 times, he does score there. Ash Crutcher didn't give up because of that. He was there to make the big plays. They send it short side now to Tatera Maxwell. Good tackle there by Hone King. 4th tackle now. Goes back to Moana, looking for the early kick. It's a decent early kick. Looking for the 40-20. It might be one. I think he's got it on point. Oh, he has. Moana's kicked the 40-20, and this is going to give an opportunity for the Cowboys to capitalise. They've made a lot of mistakes early, but that was a beautiful kick there. And now the Cowboys are looking to go upfield. It's going to Lord. Inside ball there to Namana. Pushing forward. Mark Lee takes him down. They go short side here. Oh, that's surely forward. Looked like it floated about a metre forward from my eyes. Maybe that's just the camera angle we're seeing on it. But Hodgson will play it there. Tua wraps him up. Sends it long ball. Inside ball there to Almatuggy. He goes straight through some flimsy Knights defense. And the Cowboys score first points in this afternoon. Just went inside there. And Ponks and Brady, you can see right there, I should have made that tackle. And the Knights had a lot of ball early on, but the Cowboys get their first opportunity and they take it with ease. Or the second opportunity, I should say, considering the first one was Kieran Wells grounding the ball short of the line thanks to a great Ash Crutcher tackle. That has to be one of the greatest try savers in SRL. We've seen some pretty good ones, but I don't know if we've seen one like that where Kieran Wells looked certain to score a try. But Ash Crutcher just didn't give up. Didn't die down, just kept running. And somehow got there. As he'll take it there and Kieran Wells, he should have had a try there, but fortunately for the man, it brings me back to when Dingo chased me down and I fell a meter short. Although I didn't drop the ball when we scored later that set, so it's not too bad there. But the Cowboys played on the 30. They go short side now. Over to Terra Maxwell. He looks to stay in field and he does. Hone King pulls him down there. They're just short the 50. Chris Lord it is now. Inside ball there to Bobberston. He'll play it there just short the 40 now. Goes to Namana. Namana straight through. Has some support on the inside. Couldn't find that Chris Lord. And he'll play it there. Fifth tackle just past the 20. Goes Moana. That's a good kick. Probably a little bit too deep. Well, they're going to let it bounce here. Pogston looking to push out. Oh, that's a great effort from Pogston. Caught out, grabs the ball, but somehow managed to get back into the field of play. He looks certain to be goal line dropper, but he manages to find space, and that's a great pass there to Ua. Breaks a couple tackles, breaks 3 or 4 in fact there. Chris Lord, of course it's Chris Lord. Manages to get to him, pull him down there on the 30 though. Vaughan gives it there to Pongston. No, missed him last week, looking for some space. He finds someone, that's going to be the third tackle. Playing it there just short the 50. Gives it there to Christie. Christie straight up the middle. No one's in front of him. Finds an offload to his skipper, Mark Lee. This is a good set by the Knights. Considering they started it just, pretty much in their end goal. This is a very good set. It goes Vaughan. Cut out ball there. Face ball, in fact, to Dylan Murray. But Cowboys defense too good to Thomas Wallace, the player, to wrap him up. Fifth tackle. It's going to be Vaughan. He punts it over the top there. Fielded nicely by Terra Maxwell. Oh, that's a great tackle. Johnny Dokulich puts him down. And now the Cowboys have to work their way out of their own end. So, an intense start both teams. Both teams having opportunities, but the Cowboys take the first one as they go short side here to Mobberston, who's had a great season so far. Another great run there from the Cowboys front row. They'll play it there. Third tackle. Goes Moana. Out the back to Chris Lord. Had some support there, but choose not to use it and just take the tackle there on the 40. They give it back now. Thomas Wallace kicks early. They've already got 140-20. Looking for another. Pongston, though, he's not going to get caught out a second time. He makes a great take there. And he'll get tackled just short of the 35 there. So, 13 gone. If you've missed it early on, the Knights had a lot of ball early on. An almost runaway try from Kieran Wells if it wasn't for, I think, the best tackle I've ever seen in the SRL. By Ash Crutcher. That was just, that chase down was something else as the Knights now worked their way upfield. Fourth tackle, Veredo taking a settler there. They give a caught up ball there to Diab on his Newcastle debut here. He pushes forward there. That's a good run there. He'll be pulled down now. Goes Vaughan. Vaughan kicks across field to Terra Maxwell's there again. He gets past Pongston this time. In fact, he does get past Pongston. Dokulich. He gets past Pongston too, but Hone King's there to make what was a necessary tackle. Go shot. Oh, Bobberston. The old horse gets flattened by Alex Christie. Second season in the SRL, and that was a big shot there on the front rower. Goes Moana. Inside ball there to Chris Lord. That's a good little play there. And oh, a high tackle. I can't exactly see what it was. One of the Newcastle defenders clipped them a little high across the chin. Skipper seems to be alright. Trainers with him there, just checking on him. Maybe HIA we might need. But Cowboys have another penalty. We're going to have an opportunity inside the Cowboys half. I mean, sorry, the Newcastle half, I should say. They need to defend it, Knights, because if they concede again, it's going to be quite hard as they go Wallace. Wallace settling up there. Playing it on the 10-metre line. Goes there to Chris Lord. Chris Lord palms off one. Oh, that was too easy there. Some more flimsy defense. Chris Lord powered up the motor, charged onto it, got away from one, and slams the ball down. He knows how to find a try there, and he was hungry there for a meat pie. Said, oh, it's been a couple weeks. Christie gets palmed off. Mark Lee just wasn't expecting that sort of run. And unfortunately, for the Newcastle Knights, it sees them concede their second try, and last week was a disappointing game. And the Cowboys, they want 6-0, and currently they're heading towards that way. Obviously, there's only been two Manly teams in a row have won 2 regular seasons, or have won every game in the regular season. Obviously, only one of those ended up being a premiership all the way back in Season 3. With Season 4, them backing it up, winning every game in the regular season. But unfortunately for Manly Seagulls, did lose in the final season. In fact, to the Cowboys, and now the Cowboys are aiming to go 6-0. They win here today. They could potentially go 9-0. Should they win every game for the rest of the season. But we'll have to wait and see. It goes down deep there to Johnston. He'll happily take the hit up. Met there by some strong defense. Mainly Docklich with support of Ferretto. First tackle. Goes Amatungi. Amatungi straight up the middle. Amatungi looking for some space. He has some meters on. Great ankle tap there by Vaughan. Although disappointed to let him make that many meters. As now Wells out of dummy half. They're already over the 40. 35 meters out now. Maybe they're looking dangerous here for Cowboys. It goes long ball. Over there to Johnston. Gets some good post-contact meters there. That's the 4th tackle. Moana. Short ball there. Brilliant ball there to Hodgson. He's looking for a try. Finds off one. And Chris Lord has a double. You can never sleep on that man. And, oh, he didn't do much last week. But this week, he scored his second try in the space of about 3 minutes here. Beautiful supporting up the middle there. Hodgson straight for a gap. Looked like Pongson had him. But he just finds a flick out the back. And Lord, I didn't even know if Hodgson could see where Lord was. But doesn't matter. He threw it at the back knowing someone would be there and happened to be the skipper. And he grabs his second try of the day. He scored quite a few doubles, Chris Lord, so he knows how to find the line and does it a lot of the time in pairs. But the Cowboys, 18-0 the score. They're tying with the clock at the moment. Had a bit of a flimsy start, obviously 3 errors to begin the game. But since then, it's just all been them. Knights had a couple of good sets here and there, but it hasn't been able to be sustainable, and Cowboys go back-to-back. Chris Lord scoring both those tries. And disappointingly, the Knights just don't seem in it at the moment. Another hit up here. This time it's Moverston. Ferretto and Christie get up in his face. That's going to be the first tackle there. Goes there to Chris Lord. Oh, he's nearly through the gap again. This time it's Borson's getting around him with a tackle. That's the second tackle. Moana. Short ball there to Johnston. That's going to be a good run there. Wrapped up, though, by Ash Crutcher. Not really sure to give it to... Oh, Kambolo straight out of hooker. He's looking for some space. Dummy half, and he takes a good run there. Wrapped up there by Ponkston. He couldn't find anyone for a second. That's it. Maxwell takes it. Looking for some space. Docklich luckily barely got onside to make that tackle. A couple offside defenders around. So a good couple scoots there, and they'll play it there just short of 40 to make the kick. Moana, straight down to Ponkston. He's someone who has to stand up, Ponkston. He's scored in every game he's played so far this season after scoring 4 in round 1. So we'll see if he's going to ignite himself at some point. Here is Hone King. They go short side. He'll take the tackle there. Kambolo and Moana the plays to wrap him up. Crutcher gives it over to Lachlan Cherney, who settles it up. Lord and Wells and the players to make the tackle. They go inside here. Ponkston now. That's a good run. Really good run. Can't find the support of Borson until it's on the inside. And chooses to hang on to it. Now goes Cherney. Settles it up middle field. Pushes forward there to the 20. That's a good run there from the front row in his second season in the SRL right now. Vaughan puts it high. Too shallow though. It's pretty much just cross field. Taken easily by Columbus. He even makes some good meters for it, and well, that's not really what the Knights needed a poor 5th tackle option, to be honest. And the Cowboys just take it, and they're already over the 40. They need to kick it long, kick it deep. Instead, they go for the trick play, I guess, but it amounts to absolutely nothing. And now, Cowboys pushing upfield, 3rd tackle. Short ball there to Hodgson. He runs onto it hard. Setting up the 3rd try to Chris Lord. So he's had a good start this game, Hodgson, as it goes over to Moana. Dummies and runs himself, but read well there by Lachlan Sherney. He's, to be fair, he's had a pretty good start to this game, Sherney, coming on with a bit of impact. Long kick there by Chris Lord again. What can't he do it all? That's a great kick chase. Johnny Columbus and Kobe Kelly in there. Make a tackle under Mika Ashford. We know how dangerous he can be. Played fullback last week, and to his credit, played pretty well with Pongson now. That's a good run, but probably didn't need to throw the offload, and Vaughan gets taken there. That's the 2nd tackle. Lee. Short ball there to Cherney. That's going to be the 3rd tackle. 25 minutes nearly gone in this one. 18-0 still for score. The 4th tackle there. Do they go for the early kick here? Goes to Crutcher. They will, but oh, he's kicked it sideways. Luckily, Quinton Cotter was there. But that could have been a much better. Came off the side of his boot. He's going to take it again, Crutcher. That's a much better kick, in fact. Terra Maxwell's down there, and oh, that's good tackle there by Doklich. He'll play it there just past the 30, but again, the Cowboys are slowly winning the field position battle. Amatungi now. He takes on the fullback Ponkston, he pulls him down, but he's already over the 40 now. This is looking dangerous for the Cowboys. He goes Lord again. Lord nearly through the middle. His opposite lock, Markley's there to make the tackle. Goes Wallace. Inside there. Oh, Amatungi. Dropped there by Quinton Cotter. That's the tackle they needed. They send it sideways now. It's going to go Columbus. That's a better set considering how easy they made it early in the set. That's a better defensive set there from the Knights. It's going to be Chris Law to put it high. What can't he do? What can't he do? He's going to tap it back. Amatungi looking. Oh, he's going to get held up though. Chris Law, we know he has a kicking game and he bombed it there. A brilliant tap back by Columbus, but some desperate Knights defense. Sees Amatungi fail to get the ball down. As now, the Newcastle Knights work their way upfield. Once again, it feels like Cowboys are slowly winning the field position. How much longer can the Knights last? Goes Crutcher. Offload there. Borsons. Wrapped up once more. This time by Lord and Mobbleston. That's going to be the 3rd tackle. Gives it there. A brilliant run there by Tuua. Tuua looking for some space. Couldn't find any outside runners though. And he'll take the tackle there. Out, made by Amatungi. Goes forward. Over to Crutcher. And again, he'll just take the tackle. 5th tackle now. Let's see if they can put a good kick in. Kick to corners to keep them down and then start to put some pressure on. If they can get a try, the Knights. You know, anything can still happen. Goes over to Kobe Kelly. Although that's not what they needed. Uh-oh. Kelly's looking for some space. Oh, but Ponkson's there to cover. But realistically, he probably didn't need to. Or shouldn't have, I guess. They give it short ball there. Hodgson once more. He's had a brilliant start to this game, Hodgson. 2nd tackle. Really one of the underrated second rows in the game, in my opinion, Hodgson. He's really strong on that far touchline there whenever he gets his opportunity. On the right side, he plays on. So goes there. It's going to be Walmsley. Oh, that's a good shot there. Walmsley, get out of my way, Borsons. Put him on his back. 4th tackle now. They go back there. It's going to go back to Amatungi. You might as well just give it to him. Give it to Amatungi. You know what he can do. That's what Moana says, at least, with that 10-meter back pass. Goes over to Kambola. He puts it on the toe. Not a great kick there. But at least he backs us up with a good kick chase. And only played there on the 20. Could have been a lot worse result there from the Cowboys. This game's sort of gone in the river now. Neither team really having any real opportunities. No real errors. It's been a while since they've had an error. The Knights can't afford to be the next team. They've got to find a way to make the Cowboys spill over the ball so they can get, you know, some opportunities. The Cowboys, the ball's been in play for a while now. Both teams' forward packs especially are probably getting quite tired because it's been a while since they've had a break in play. Vaughan sends it out the back there. Rashford it is. We'll play it there just short of the 40. It goes back. It's going to be Vaughan. Sends it over just outside the end goal. That could be good if they can get a good kick chase, but they can't. And oh, Kobe Kelly got around Pogston, but luckily to skipper Markley never giving up. Got on him there, but oh, now Columbus. Few tacklers falling off at the moment. He'll play it there just short of the 50. Goes there to stay the pace, runs over the top of one. That's a good run there from the Cowboys front rower. Third tackle. Gives it short there to Walmsley. Fourth tackle now. Goes over there. It's going to be... Stays the pace now. He'll push forward. And that's going to be the fifth tackle now. It's going to be Moana, who puts it high. That's a very strong kick there. Very strong kick. And oh, they got the chasers too. Pongston wrapped up there by the pace. And, well... They now have to work their way out of... They're in a goal again. Although that's going to help their Cherney with a good run. Second tackle. 6 minutes to half time. Cowboys haven't scored since the 18th minute. But oh, that was the juggernaut from Tua. In fact, the ball... I don't know if there's been any errors since the Cowboys last score. It's been the ball's been on play for around 16 minutes at this point. Pogston now. That's a good run there. Amatungi takes it up. That's going to be the fourth tackle. Crutcher. Inside ball there. The Dockledge finds the offload to Markley, but he can't finish the job off. Fifth tackle. 5 minutes to go. Vaughan punts it over. It's going to be there by Maxwell. That's a good kick chase. That's what the Knights needed to do. A great set there from the Newcastle Knights. Probably their best set of the game, to be honest. And now they have to work out of their own end. Lord pushes forward. Moana. Flat-footed there. Eventually just takes the hit up there for Crutcher and Pongston. As all that seems to be an error. Surely. No, they're going to say no. And now Walmsley finds some space. I would have thought for certain that would have been an error. Fourth tackle now. It's going to go back. It's going to be Moana. He kicks it across field. Looking for a 40-20. I don't know if it has the angle. It doesn't. Pongston takes it. Oh, but that's a great kick chase there. Changing the momentum. And now if they can keep them down here, they'd like to get a try just before half-time. So he's still 18-0 down for Newcastle Knights. They have to find something. I think probably for half-time is... Oh, that's a good run. Mark Lee takes on the fullback. Fullback's taken out of the play. If they can get something here, get the ball to Pongston. He might have some space here. Oh, no, it goes... Cherney. I don't think that was meant to be the play, but he ends up with the ball either way. Crutcher gives it to Pongston. He gets them out. They get it out to Hone King. That's going to be the fifth tackle. Mark Lee punts it across field. Straight down to Kobe Kelly. Watch out. They don't really have any defenders out here. Kobe Kelly now. Can't get past Pongston. It's a good run though. But Pongston's no longer at fullback. And Amatungi wants the ball. He gets past one. No, he doesn't. He gets an offload though to Johnson. Johnson goes for the pass. And they've given a high tackle. And they've actually given a warning. A send-off warning. That's not looking good for the Knights. They do have a high tackle. Watch out. Could be 13 on 12 for a little bit. Potentially the game. As now we get one opportunity just before half-time. Lord. Settling it up. The skipper, he's been great today. Already scored 2. Maybe he can get a hat-trick, Lord. I don't think he's ever done one of those before. Goes back there. Amatungi finds an offload. Brilliant offload. A couple of defenders on either side. Carbolo can't finish off the job. Second tackle. Short ball there to Lord. He does want the hat-trick. Third tackle. They're going to have to find something now. Last play. Can the Knights survive? Goes Johnson. Looking for a try. In fact, they're not going to let him finish it. We got a half-time. The Cowboys lead the Knights 18 points to 0.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
We are back in the second half. Cowboys leading the Knights 18-0 in the first half, scoring the first 18 points in the 18 minutes. The stress for the 22 was fairly even. Fairly back and forth up until the moment where the Knights, the Cowboys nearly scored at the end, controversially called before it could get to play the ball, or ground I should say. So unfortunately we would not know if he would have made it or not, but we start off here and Christie takes the first run. Playing the ball there, Borson's not really sure what to do. He takes the run himself. Who'll play the ball there? Second tackle. Obviously, the Knights, you know, they weren't terrible, but they just were some. I think that most of the tries, the hot zone one was really good, but other than that, the tries felt kind of soft. You know, flimsy defense, just falling off tackles. You know, especially the I think both the First Lord one and the Amatangi one were both poor, to be honest, with Chris Lord. What a half he had. 3 line breaks, 82 run meters, and a double to go with it. Just to add for good measures. Mika Rashford punts it over. It's going to be Kobe Kelly who plays it there with a good run there. He'll get up past the 20. Decent start there from the Knights. Obviously, Ponkston was their best player by quite far. Man, 150 run meters in that first half. Not a bad effort there from the big fullback on his return from injuries. Now Chris Lord, straight up the middle. That was too easy. He's looking for Moana on his outside. Decides to hold on to it. Third tackle. Playing it there. Moana goes inside there to stace the pace. That's a bit of fourth tackle now. They give it short there to Takuri. Fifth tackle. It's a good start to this half. Knights Cowboys continue pretty much where they left off. Good kick down there to Hone King. Hasn't scored an SRL try yet, although he's making good meters. This is what the Knights needed. He's over halfway, puts on a sprint. He's chasing. Almatungi's chasing. He'll get to him. Great tackle, but we're not done yet. Borsant. Which way is Borsant going to go? He goes the short side. To cut that ball, Rashford. Oh, great tackle there. Tatera Maxwell on him. That's the second tackle. Mark Lee. Oh, they've dropped it. I'm not sure what's happened there. They've dropped it though, and Thomas Wallace gets on it. And that's what they need now. Kieran Wells. Luckily, Ponkston was back though. I wasn't sure if he'd got back there yet, but he had. And just like that, they had a good opportunity there, but they just mess it all up. An error. And they failed to find a line. Continue here, Johnson with a powering run. 18 points to 0. I'd like to see the Cowboys put their foot on the throat in the second half. It's Amatangi now. Looking for some spark. He breaks up the middle there. That's the fourth tackle. Maybe Chris Lord can get a double hat-trick, I should say, here. He's already scored 2. The wait and see. Fifth tackle now. Moana puts it high. No one really wants a bar of it. Taken there by Momiston. Oh, he gets the ball by Christian Mark Lee, it was. There to make the tackle. That could have been dangerous had they of... I don't know, had they of somehow found the line there. No one wanted a bar of it except for Mobiston. He comes down with it. But they failed to do anything else with... Oh, great offload there. Christie, he has countless yards in front of him. He doesn't have the speed, though. Borson's on the outside. He can't get the offload, though. Third tackle. Goes over to Connor. Is this the play? Quinton Connor. Oh, great tackle again by Amatangi. That's going to be the fourth tackle. They need to find something here. Long ball over to Ua. Pushing his way forward. He's going to be taken down short there. Fifth tackle. It's got to be a grubber kick here from Vaughan. Goes Vaughan. It goes to grubber kick. Ponkston's there, but oh, the Cowboys scramble again. Cowboys scramble defense is absolutely amazing that set. Somehow they survived, despite Knights nearly scoring every play of that set. Oh, that was a great defense there. The Knights, they showed a little spark there, but it just, the Cowboys defense was too good. It's now an offload there to Moana. And the Cowboys, this is why they're favourites to win the Premiership. Stays to pace now with a good run. Goes Moana. Long ball over to Callum Murray. That's going to be the fourth tackle now. Goes Moana. Goes Wallace. Gives it out there to Amatangi. Play it there. Fifth tackle. Still half an hour to play if the Knights can get something. You never know these days. With Hone King taking it there. Is that a good game, Hone King? He's definitely probably had one of his better games. But he's wrapped up there by Callum Murray. It's going to be turned. Oh! Mobiston just getting in there. He's had a great game. Had a great season, Mobiston, to be honest. He's been really, really strong for the Cowboys there. That's going to be the third tackle. Short ball there to Christie. 4th tackle. They send it back. Ash Crutch is going to go early. That's actually a good kick, is it? Or is it too far? It stays in. Not far enough. For a second, I thought it was going to be out on the full. But he makes it work. Not a 40-20 there. But we'll get the Cowboys forwards turning around and give them a little bit more time, the Knights, to regenerate. It's a 40-30, unfortunately. Not a 40-20, which we needed for Knights to get the ball back. So, Cowboys now. They're still in the lead, but the Knights are just trying to find something here. As Amatangi straight through. That's a good run there. Pongston and Crutcher it was again. Who I want to say, Crutcher, despite everything, he's been really strong tonight. You know, good in defense. You know, that was a good kick early. His kicking game's been pretty decent tonight. So, despite everything, I want to say I think Crutch has been really good for the Knights. They just need to find something in attack to get them going. But this Cowboys defense has just been so good today. Mobberston now, settling it up. He'll play it on the 20. They send it back there. It's going to be... Oh, it's going to hit Chris Lord, I think that was. Almatanga now. Uh-oh. Watch out here. Great tackle there with Borsons. Came off the head, I think, of Chris Lord. So it's play on there, but... Fortunately, it doesn't mean anything with Amatangi being wrapped up. Still 27 minutes to go here. Definitely enough time for the Cowboys to make something of this game. Chris Theed is now centering it up there. That's going to be the 2nd tackle. As Mark Lee straight up the middle. That's a good run. That's something the Knights desperately needed there. That's the 3rd tackle. This is looking better now. Crutcher. Short ball there. Offload, in fact. Back to Borsons. That's going to be the 4th tackle. This is looking real strong at the moment. It's going to be Mark Lee centering it up. They can get a good kick away here. Either a repeat set or just something else. Then that's exactly what they need is Crutcher. It's poor kick there. I mean, I was just giving him raps. But that was a poor kick. Now, Kieran Wells again runs there, but he'll be pulled up short just past the 30. And unfortunately for the Cowboys, Knights, it just wasn't the kick they needed. As all Chris Lord juggles it. They could have got on that, and it could have been a... Well, good opportunity there for the Knights. But the Cowboys, after that first 3 arrows, I don't know if they've had an error since. And that's just not letting the Knights get back into the game at all. They're not giving them a single opportunity now. Goes Mobberston. At the back to Wallace. Gives it there to the pace. That's going to be 5th tackle. 18-0 still the score. It's been a good 40 minutes or so to see the try in this game. But they can kick over straight away. Over to Hode King. But oh, great defense there from the North Queensland Cowboys. And now once more, they're just stuck in their own end. Christie with a good run. Goes over to Mark Lee. Can't break the tackle. That'll be the 3rd. Goes inside here. Pogston it is. Pogston looks a little bit gassed there. He's only just returning from injury, so hopefully he's not having enough of a problem here. Long ball over. It's going to be Nofalengawi though, but just nothing really going on there. 5th tackle. It's going to have to be soon they find something. As again, another wayward kick there from Crutcher, and now... Uh-oh, Almatagi! Oh! I thought he was going to be gone, but... Christie, he's always competing, Christie. He's really strong. One of the underrated forwards. Now Chris Lord straight through. What a game he's having. He still wants that hat-trick, Chris Lord. They'll play it there. Mobberston. Short ball there. Johnston. Offloads. Moana. Short ball there. That space the pace. Pushing forward. 4th tackle now. Wallace. Short ball there. And Chris Lord has a hat-trick. The only forward that could possibly do it. Chris Lord. He is just in absolutely unbelievable form. He has to be the best player in the competition for my liking. He's just gone and scored a hat-trick. He's one of the contenders, obviously leading the LB Strange Liberals went behind closed doors, but He scores a hat-trick here, and 20 minutes to go. I mean, it's still possible for the Knights to come back, but it's going to be hard. Maybe have anything again. He's due to come off soon, Chris Lord, so I don't know if he's getting that 5 tries. That would be cool. Maybe you can get a 4th in his final 5 minutes. That one does go a little bit wayward, that kick. 22 points to nil, still the score, but Chris Lord. I have no words for how good Chris Lord is. What a player. Well, he's just running a good hard line there, and he just crossed over. It's a good pass there, and I mean, he has to be one of the best forwards in the game as they'll play it there. Long pass over to Johnston. That's a good run there. Goes back to Amatungi. Gives it over there to Wallace. Third tackle. Short ball there to the pace. Gives it over to Johnston. He pushes forward. Let's give it a 5th tackle now. Punts it over to Moana. That's a good kick there to Rashford. Pushing forward. And it'll be taken up there just short of the 40. This is looking better. They, the Knights, even if they can't win, it'd be nice to see them get a couple consolation tries because they haven't been bad by 22 points. The Cowboys' defense has been exceptional, but their attack hasn't been absolutely horrible. Ponkston's played pretty well. Crutch has been rocks and diamonds, to be fair. As Doklich now, maybe he's the one to spark it. Doklich finds it off on Markley. Surely that's 6 more tackles. No, Markley in fact stands on tackle and signals for it, but the ref says no. Goes over to Ponkston. Maybe this is what they need. 5th tackle. If they can put a good kick in here, anything can happen. Goes to Vaughan. Grubbers it in. Picked up there. Connor! He didn't need to offload it. But Teo is going to find the line anyway. Connor, he'll be killing himself. That would have been, I think, his, Sorry, he'll be kicking himself. That would have been his first SRL try, I believe, but he finds the offload and he says, oh, you can have it instead. And the Newcastle Knights go 22 points. They're still down by 18, but gives them a little bit of hope. Not too much, just a little bit of a sneak peek. So off the back of Doklich come back in the middle. What a weapon that was. Great run there. Got it off by DeMarc Lee, who was pulled down short. And then, you know, sometimes that's all you need. It was a poor kick, to be honest. Hit the feet of a Cowboys player. Picked up by Cotter, who ran forward, found an offload to Tu'ua. And Tu'ua's a hard man to take down. You're not taking him down that close to the line. 16 points difference still. Have they left it too late? They have to go a point a minute from here on out. If they go a point a minute from here on out, they can tie it. As Wells kicks off, you know, 3 tries in 16 minutes. It's not impossible. It's just very hard as it goes over to Doklich. He'll be a hard man to take out down. I'll watch him go throughout this middle because we know how good he can be. Goes over to Ua. That's 2nd tackle now. I spread it over. Give it a crutch. Look at Doklich. He's just chasing the ball pretty much. He wants it. That's the 3rd tackle now. And here he comes. Oh, but he passes this time. It's going to go Connor, man. You need to do something more, though, because it's going to have to be sooner rather than later. Goes inside there, ball. Beautiful stuff. Pogston, but a great cover tackle there. Not sure who that was, but it was a good tackle there. 5th tackle now. Vaughan puts it on the toe. Straight down to Tara Maxwell. That's a good tackle. If you want to start finding stuff, and that's the type of stuff you need to do. 1st tackle. Short ball there to Cambolo. He's also came up in a minute. Maybe he's going to try to find a way to sort of take down Doklich, because Cambolo's done his role for seasons there. Doklich is still a rookie. Goes out the back there. Gives it to Tara Maxwell. Breaks past 1 tackle. That's an hour high tackle. Another one for the Knights. Luckily that warning was in the first half, not the second half, but This is not opportunities the Knights can afford to give away. Another try for the Cowboys, and it's, well, it's all out for the Knights. We know what the Knights can do with attack. And an intercept! Dockledge! An intercept! It's Dockledge is running away! Oh my goodness! An intercept off the tap restart. Dockledge makes meters. Hold the phone! 2 or flat-footed. Can't really do much with it. He just takes the tackle though. Second tackle. Long ball over to Connor. And they read that well. Third tackle. They need to find something here. Because at the moment they're not really doing much. Inside ball there to Diab. Pushing forward there. That's a good run. That's the 4th tackle. Very short side here. At the back. It hits Vance. There for Rashford. Just takes the tackle. We're going to need something here. Who's it going to? It's going to be Connor. He gets in the way. And oh, could have been anything that set. But they made an absolute meal of it. In fact, not even a meal. It was a full-on 3-course dinner they made it into. With now Columbus pushing forward and, well, time is ticking. I feel like it needed to be that set. They were given an opportunity with Dockledge just finding an intercept. I mean, we talk about impact off the bench. His might be the greatest I've ever seen. I mean, we go back to against the Eels. 16-6 tonight were down. He comes on, scores a double, and they win the game in the middle. He scores a double in the middle, and he wins the game for them. And he's tried so hard to do it here, but he hasn't had much support, to be honest. 10 minutes to go, it's still technically possible, but it needs to be, like, right now. Like, right now. Goes over there. It might even be right. Oh, that was a good run, but he's pulled down there. It needs to be soon. Cotter it is. Cotter's straight up the middle. He doesn't have the speed, I don't think. Thought that was Dockledge, but he will make some good meters. Finds it off, in fact, the Vaughn. A good flick at the back there. Where's Dockledge? Give him the ball. They go short side here. Brilliant pass, but Rashford taking over the sideline. That, I don't think that was ever really the play there. It's a good pass, but it wasn't ever really the play. He never really looked like going anywhere there. And unfortunately, another error cost the Knights. They've had opportunities this past, but the Cowboys defense just is holding out as a big shot put on there on Mobiston. That's the second tackle. 22 points to 6. And Johnston makes it through. As, oh, Pongston is looking a bit wayward there. A bit wobbly legs right there. He's only just come back from injury. I have to keep an eye on him because that is not what the Knights need. Moana sends it over there to Aldous Curry. That'll be the 5th tackle. Goes over there. It's going to be sent over there. Down to Hone King. I don't think they can win from him. Maybe he can spark something. King pushes forward as it appears that Pogston's just gone off the field. As now Crutch is straight up the middle. Finds an offload to Boston's. In fact, he has. Alex Christie has gone. I'm not sure that's really the fullback that should be there. Dockledge now. Had no room to move there. They rushed up on him. That's going to be the 3rd tackle. Sends it over. It's going to be an intercept there. Kobe Johnston pulled down there. It's going to be sent over to Terra Maxwell. Maybe they're looking for one more try just to put the nail in the coffin of this Newcastle side. After an intercept there. Goes Cambolo. Pushing forward. So yeah, it's going to go over to Johnston. 5th tackle now. Goes over to Moana. Moana grubs it in. Looking for one more taken there by Borsons. And Borsons has a bit of space. But, oh, Cambolo. He breaks past Cambolo. Can he get some support? He can't. And to their credit, since that moment where, you know, they scored 3 quick tries, the Knights, have been very, very strong. It's just been the fact that 3 tries was too much for them to come back from. 2nd tackle. Diab. Over to Vaughan. He'll play it there. Third tackle. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Could they find something just to get them a little bit of hope? Fourth tackle now. Short ball there to Doklich. He deserves to try. But he's pulled down there by... I think that was Mobiston. Goes Vaughan now. Great kick there. Onto it is Alex Turner, who gets the offload, and One King will score his first SRL try. And although I don't know if there's a possible way for them to win from here, unless maybe we have a try off the kickoff twice. But they will get that one. It was a beautiful kick here by Vaughan. Just off the side of the boot, and Ash Turner got it. He couldn't get there himself, but he found it off for the One King, who was in support. And it was a great try in the end. But I think they've probably left it too little too late. So you have Mika Rashford now aiming to kick the goal. Not sure that was the intended player to do so, but here we go. Rashford looking for it. He's probably aimed that way too far to the left, although it's turning back on. Hits the post. Ended up going a lot closer than I think people expected. Maybe he is the secret goal kicker in the works there, Mika Rashford. Kieran Wells kicking off. They can find something. Maybe he needs to go to Doklich here. Goes to sit a couple times. Players make breaks off kickoffs, so with Doklich speed, I'd back him, but to do something. But unfortunately, he goes to Cotter and he just gets wrapped up there. But Doklich straight through. That's top running in. He finds an offload too. He's just unstoppable in the middle. Goes over there to Uwa. Looking for space. Maybe they can get one last try. Let's give it a third tackle now. Goes there. Diab it is. Looking for an offload. Taking there by Moana. And Moana's going to go over distance to seal the deal. He's had a pretty good performance, Moana. And he'll lock the game up there. They were looking for something, the Knights. And it was in fact that wasn't this pretty good to Doklich. And they may have scored off it, but Moana gets between them. Takes the ball, and you're not going to stop him. He's very quick to run. He used to play wing for the Auckland Warriors, and now he's obviously been the Cowboys half for the last 4 seasons, and well, that will do us there. The Knights, they probably deserved better than that. Their scoreline, I don't think that represents their name for their how they played for about 60 minutes or so, and probably have been arguably the better team for the last 60 minutes of the game. It was just that period where they lost it. But they scored 3 quick tries, the Cowboys has all but, you know, sealed the deal early on there with them likely to lose this one. 28 points to 10. No, they'll be disappointed. They tried their hardest, but just some flimsy defense early on led to them just being unable to recover from it, and the Newcastle Knights can't win at home. The Cowboys get over them, 28 points to 10. It was a difficult performance for the Newcastle Knights to begin with, and Chris Lord, the man of the moment, the captain, scoring a hat-trick. We'll have to get our SRL records to check. I feel like that's the most tries by a forward in the SRL in one game. 3 tries for the man. I tried to Amatung and Moana. I tried to One King and Tabatua for the Newcastle Knights. Take a look at more individual stats here. Hogston off with an injury with 7 minutes to go. I'll have to get more on that as we go throughout the week. It appears that he was ruled out with a HIA, from what I've heard. So that should rule him out for at least 11 days, which would unfortunately rule him out for his round, whoever the Knights are versing in round 7. One King probably had his best performance, scoring a try along with 3 line breaks. Tu'ua was very strong for the 80 minutes as well. Mark Lee was strong as always. But it just wasn't good enough of his Cowboys team with Kieran Wells played terrific. Kobe Johnston, what a performance by him. And then time attacking David Moana were good as always. And Chris Lord, strong as always. 5 line breaks, 158 run meters, and 3 tries. He's just everywhere. Supporting up the middle, doing it himself, and running good lines. He scored different variety of tries, so it wasn't all the same. His first try was just him just saying, I want to try. His second was good supporting run. His third one was a good short ball from, I think it would have been Moana, so good stuff there by the Cowboys. And they're going to go away and win. 28 points to 10. It was 18 at the half time, so the score was 10-all in the second half then, but at half time, I guess that deficit after 18 minutes was too much for the Knights to recover from. But as always, I've been your host, the SRL Commissioner. Thank you for watching this game, and we'll see you all next time.
Pound 5.